Congress is preparing to draft legislation on President Trump's tax reform proposal, but children who could be adopted may be impacted. And that's because the adoption tax credit could be cut. Joining us now is Michaela Sims, a representative of the American Academy of Adoption Attorneys. She's working to preserve the adoption tax credit, and you are a mother, proud mother of 2 adopted children. Welcome to the program.
I am. Thanks, Lauren.
Tell us how this adoption tax credit could be cut. Why is it at risk?
Sure. So as I'm sure you and your viewers know, Congress is considering massive tax reform. And the concept is to lower the overall rates. And when you do that, you have to offset it somehow. And so there's a belief that most or all of the tax credits will be cut, including the adoption tax credit.
So that means if I adopt a child, I could have had a credit on my income tax.
Correct.
And now, if this reform would go through the way it currently stands, I won't get that credit.
Correct.
And is that similar to claiming just a child? Is it the same as if I have 3 children, I claim them on my tax form, and that's my credit? What you're saying is if one is adopted, I can't claim them.
2 different things, and they're both good questions. So it's important to note that so far we only have the framework of tax reform. So a lot of the details have yet to be filled in. But so far, from what we've been told, most of these credits are going to have to go away. And the child tax credit is something that every family in the country would get, a child tax credit.
No matter what, if they're adopted or not.
And they are talking about possibly raising that as well, which is a great thing. And I'm sure many of, myself included, many people think that would be a great thing. The adoption tax credit is different. That is specifically designed for families who are considering adoption.
To encourage them to do it because it will actually help them a little bit. You're a devout Catholic, attended Catholic schools from kindergarten through law school. Tell me how your faith has helped you in your cause to help the adoption community. I know we have a picture of you and your beautiful family.
Oh. There they are. I guess it's impacted me in a number of ways that I probably don't even realize, because I think to a certain extent it's just so ingrained in me to help where I see a need to help. But as I've gotten older, and certainly after adopting Sam and Jack, my husband adopted, and I adopted Sam and Jack, I've been more purposeful, and I just see a need. I work in and around Washington, so I have a skill set that allows me to know how Congress works. And so I just saw a need. There's not a whole lot of people. There's a lot of people who want to help families, but where companies might, everyone in corporate America knows that tax reform is underway right now, but families aren't
so plugged in right now to that. And so if they want to learn more about this, where do they reach you?
AdoptionTaxCredit.org, actually.
All right, there we go. Michaela Sims, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.